Today is Thursday, August 22nd, 2019. I'm looking at my newspaper saying the dates, couldn't remember. And I was thinking about Plato's Republic. Socrates begins to raise a question about who is a qualified leader to lead a nation. And I'm looking at the US foreign policy, not the American people, the US or something like that, because yes, they go and they vote to a candidate to become president of their nation. None of that. Also, I'm aware that Hollywood is shaping their public opinion. Hollywood is one of them. The media is one of them. That they are able to shape people's opinion. I'm totally aware of that. But like the way I look at the U.S. foreign policy is very, very destructive. Um, since World War II, the U.S. is trying to spread democracy and freedom to the rest of the world. And I'm asking myself, what kind of a democracy and freedom it is that involves killing people, uh, destroying people's life? That's not democracy. That's not freedom. Or the Vietnam War, or what Americans did with the King of Iran in 1979, and here we are in a huge mess. The way they played trick with Saddam Hussein, they Donald Rumsfeld in 1983 sold weapon of mass destruction to Saddam Hussein, so he drops it on Iranians and the Kurds. After that, they say, well, you have a weapon of mass destruction and you're coming down. And they destroy whole Iraq, they destroy Syria, they destroy North African nations in the name of democracy and freedom. And it's horrible. So who is a leader? Who the key, one of the criteria for me will be a leader who will promote peace. He or she is peacekeeper and peacemaker. That is how I look at it. I'm thinking about it. How to define a leader of a nation that's gonna bring peace and maintaining a peace. It's very difficult. It's who's a qualified leader? Not Donald Trump yelling and screaming, I'm gonna beat you up, rough you up. These people are not leader. Not the cleric in Iran. Okay. Um, I have no attachment to cleric in Iran, nothing, and I'm a left center. I think in the term of red Tory, we have social programs, we're helping Americans' way of life, survival of the fittest. If you're strong, you're powerful, well, you're good. If you're born in a certain class that has access to everything, they're fine. Yeah, according to the Global Mail that I read, just want to show it to people. Okay, later on I will show it. I read the Global Mail. If you're in a state, you people cannot afford to buy insulin because they're diabetic, and they come to Canada and they buy it for a small fraction of what they pay in the US. So it is really sad the way people live in the United States. No, that's not the way I think, and I'm not anti anybody. I'm just like to think and to discuss these ideas, to engage other people. What do you think? What should we leave? And who would be a qualified leader? And to me, I don't even think our Justin Trudeau or Andrew Scheer or anybody leader. They're not wise people. They're not a thinker. They're chatty people. I call them a chatty in my mind when I'm thinking about them. These are chatty people. They could make a quick answer and satisfy your question for that particular moment, but they're not able to see the future and act in it. If our leaders were savvy and thinking about the future, today they will not have a problem with China. They never ever would touch the COO or the Chinese telecom, because if they were smart, they would know they're going to come back at them, and they would use Interpol to do the job. So who is a qualified leader?